people, welcome back to another episode of ATM Expert. I hope everybody's doing alright. I'm doing pretty good. And dude, there's beautiful flowers everywhere. Like look, they're all new kinds of flowers. Now it's the bees doing this, so it's pretty cool. I've been pretty busy. I think I'm gonna have to put a counter of bee ponds. It's so easy. It's something to be done. Okay, no, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna try to stop there. So I've got a couple of these. I've got to, I like smelted some. You can like smelt them and then they're gonna go back to being a normal one. But over here, I've got like just a couple of bees that I decided to place in there. And here is the important one. So here we've got bee species. So Ender, monastic. I was able to get one, which I got lucky because I had like something like 6 or 7 bees, and I decided to place them in there, and I got one, like on the first try. So I got this one, which is gonna be good to make bees from it. We've got species modest, which I'm gonna talk a little bit about like bees way to go, pretty much. And if we're going forestry, well, not actually. Here, do I have? No, okay. Well, let's look at this one. You can see the last line, it says tolerance, temperature tolerance boat 1. You cannot go to boat 2 until you have mated bees. If it's the thing to say, mating bees. I don't think that's the way you're supposed to go about it, but that's pretty much how things are. But the way it works is you put 2 normal bees together. So if we go like let's go forest. Oh yeah, that's brilliant Kraken. Let's go meadow. If you put a meadow and a forest together, it can give you a common, and then with the common with a forest you'll be able to get a cultivated. In industry there is a way to get this to work faster, but to do this you need to go into IC2 reactors, which eventually we'll go into, but at the moment I do not want to go in there because it will take me around 3 episodes just to do reactors. So I want to do bees. This is the thing that I want to do right now, and if I start and don't finish it, I'm never gonna come back. So it's important that we do this. So the thing that I want to do, if we look at monastic, these things are like to get secluded and things like that. They can also give you mellowcomb, which can give you nether quartz. So this is pretty much the only reason you want a monastic one. And when you want something like this, like a monastic that will do stuff for you, so you want a productive line of bees, and you want also a mating or like a mutating line of bees, which currently these are mutating line of bees. The reason they're mutating or mating kind of bees, it is because they produce 3 child. The production line, you don't want to have extra bees coming into your system. So because of that, you're going to want to have 1 fertility, which I have here. And I also have a lifespan long. If you want children's, you need to have them die quickly. So at the moment, they have this, which has a lifespan of shorter. But when we're going to go into production, we're going to want them to have a lifespan of long. Of course, you're not going to use a production line on, let's say, forest bees, because the only thing they give is honeycomb, which gives beeswax and honey drop, which probably comes from every honeycomb. So you don't want them to go like that. But what we're going to do is I'm going to show you a little bit how the machine works here. So over here, we're going to have a genetic transposer. What this is going to allow is it's going to allow to take one of these genetic templates and put it on another one. So you can keep everything that is in there. Over here, I've got never sleeps. So they work overnight. Flower faster, so they're going to make flowers, we didn't care. Speed slowest, when it's a production one, you try to get a faster speed, but at the moment I do not have anything that is faster than slowest. So for this, it's going to be when we're going to make more flour, we're going to be able to get there. Alright, so now we've got 2. What we're going to do is we're going to place this thing here. So now it's going to be a 13 out of 13 chromosome. We're not going to do it for the monastic because I can't do, it's only going to be a production one. We're going to do it for, let's say, the modest. The reason for this is because it's nice to go around and get like bees from hives and stuff, but at some point you're tired of going around. So you're going to use the genetic replicators. And for this, let's say we're going to take modest bees. And no, we're not going to take modest bees. That's a stupid idea, Kraken. Because the modest bees can't be in here. So we're going to go with the forest one. So we're going to place this here with this. And alright, so now if we place this here, and we can remove it after doing this, or else it's just going to continue making some. Well, actually, you need to take out the bees for it to make some. And anyway, we're going to need more than 1. So this is going to make a queen of the thing that you have here. So it's going to make a queen, which means it's a drone and a bee and a princess. So we're going to be able to make babies out of it. So there we go, forest queen. The only thing is, these are ignoble. So this is kind of the issue that you get. I don't know, I think they're always ignoble. So if you make them like this, they won't change. So this is kind of the issue. If you don't want to have ignoble bees, you need to go and get them yourself from places. I'm going to remove this because I think I do have bees that are not ignoble at spawn. Well, not at spawn, but at the village. So I think I'm going to use these first. Whoa, I've been getting quite some lag, but I think it's the servers because I've been told that it's the same thing on the vanilla server. So it's hosted on the same place. So ignoble, ignoble, ignoble. Do we have a meadow that is not ignoble? Pristine, perfect. We're going to be able to get, we've got this one. Pristine Meadow Queen. We've got, so yeah, we don't have a lot. But we're going to be able to get more. I'm probably going to go gather more because I don't want to have ignoble. The reason ignoble you don't want to have it is because eventually they will die. So you want to have pristine bees for everything. The thing you can do though, and I'm going to show you the trick, is keep all those pristine bees before, because you can change the type of a bee by putting a lot of drones onto it. So if let's say I've got like, there we go, a wintry princess here that is pristine, I could put a bunch of forest on top of it, and eventually this one will become a forest, which is the thing that you want in the end. You want all your bees to be the correct one. Normally you'll get enough children or drones to change a bee. So let's go back to the system here. And the first thing you're going to need is, of course, to remove the drone from it. So you just put it there and then you wait. So, of course, I'm going to do this for most of them. We're going to keep the pristine. Yeah, we're going to keep the pristine. So we're going to put it in here. We've got a modest princess here, but it's not the one we want. Over here, we've got a lot of forest. So we could do it in spawn. Just to show you a little bit what I'm going to go through. This thing should have everything at spawn. Oops. Or I'm going to take one of these. And I should have some cables. Perfect. So let's go home. Whoa. Okay. So the modest bee with... should. I think this is going to work like this. Even if it's reversed. I think. I'm not 100% certain. Well, we could go with the wintry. I think we do have a lot of drones for wintry. Wintry, not wintry. It's not a number. We got 5, which might not be enough. So what other ones do you want? So modest tropical? Oh, that one we have. Home jungle. this one here, we do have a lot of this one. Okay, so let's go home, and then we're gonna set this thing up. By the way, I think I'm gonna make the Bibliocraft armor stand. It just changes in one, like, click, which is a lot better. So over here, I've got my modest drones going. So we're gonna go with, that's the bee house. Well, to be honest, I think we're gonna use a bee house. Simply because we don't need anything else. Alright, so we're gonna put this here. And the thing that you need to do is you can't... Oh, wait, did I not change it? I did not change it. You can't... How can I explain? You can't put too many drones because there's a chance that it's going to change in the one that you want, and then you're going to change it back into a tropical drone. So you don't want to have this. I might just go in and get a cacti. There we go, got it. I think it's going to be easier. After that, I'm going to change it. There we go. Let's put that there. There we go, it's working. So I'm going to let this one work. I'm going to get the other ones work. I'm also going to do a couple of the bees. I'm going to go to common and then cultivated. I'm going to make these twos, and then it's starting to be a little bit different the way it works. I might actually go, yeah, because you can see noble and diligent. So I'm going to try to do these with you guys. Alright guys, just to let you know, it's like the day after. That's how long it takes for bees to work, especially when you don't put any frames in there, but I'm getting pretty good amount of bees now, so we should be able, as you can see, I'm getting a little bit of lag. I don't know why. This one kind of turned back. I had to turn it back into a cultivated. It's not fun. But yeah, I've got a couple of things that we can do here. Oops. Into here, I have species common and species cultivated. So with this, we'll be able to make these. By the way, I do want to say that when you do these, you're going to lose like the new things that you can put on a bee. So that's why it's important to pretty much only do it for what you're not going to use. Like, because if I place this in here, the cultivated can have like tolerance boat 2, and I won't have it. So because of that, I would say try to get a children first, a drone, and change the bees to the right thing, and then modify what you want to modify. But in my case, I've already got the bees, so I don't mind. And these don't have anything special. But when we come to bees that do have things that are special, it would be nice. Let me check. Do we need 2? Cultivated. We can do sinister. And... yeah, okay, that's the only thing. So we're going to get one like this. And then we're going to put the other one, which is the common. This one will need more because we need it to make diligent and the noble. So on this side, I just have like empties. They're not refilling themselves. I'm going to use them to make the babies, the new babies sections. All right, so we can remove this one. I'm trying to keep all the 1313 that I have, so if I ever need like another bee of that type, I can just come back and take it from here, and this is going to be easier. So alright, we've got the common and we've got diligent, we've got the cultivated, so let's put both of them in here. Of course they're going to need to at least make children so I can modify them after. We'll need another one of the common. I completely forgot I needed 2. And yeah, I think I'm going to have to relog onto the server. This lag is no fun. Alright, so that's 2. I didn't actually... yeah, you see, that lag is no fun. So let's just check. You can make the cultivated with it. Wintry cultivated, common, noble. Oh, and there's a chance to get the red after, but I'm not sure I'm actually going to go into... colored. I can have these from Botania, so I don't think it's really worth going into the colored bees unless they are needed to do... they don't seem to be needed to do like ores and things like that. So I don't think it's going to be needed for us to go there. But alright, so pretty much my next step is to make these turn to normal and then breed them together. And we're gonna need to go cultivated modest. Yeah, cultivated and modest to get a sinister. And then we're gonna have to go, which I'm gonna take the nobles with the diligent to try to get common and diligent to get a noble and a diligent. Wow, I can't speak properly. Cultivated and common to get a noble and a diligent. Alright guys, I'm gonna let these work. I'm also gonna try to breed them, and I'm gonna bring you guys back just after. I thought I would give a little update. Sometimes with bees, things get a little bit weird. By that I mean that you're trying to get like a certain types of drones or certain type of princess, and you get another one. For some reasons, I have now a diligent bee, which is common and cultivated. I have a noble bee, which they're the ones I wanted, but then here I've got a majestic, which is noble and cultivated, but I never used a noble. I used a cultivated and a common, and I got a majestic. Over here I've got nothing, and over here I've got nothing, because over here I've got an imperial queen, which is pristine. So this one, by the way, will give me royal jelly. So good thing this is what we needed to do pretty much everything else. So this is pretty cool. The only thing I need now, and it's in an industrious, which is diligent and unwary. But wait a minute, didn't I get an unwary somewhere? Oh yes, it's here. But again, diligent cultivated. This one was common cultivated. Got an unwary. So pretty much sometimes bees just do what they want. And well, I still need to make a couple of those, but I've been doing this unwary, diligent, noble. Oh yeah. So if we check again, what do we need? We needed diligent and unwary to get industrious. So what we can do is simply take unwary, diligent, put them together with a genetic template. I made more because, well, we'll need more. So I think I still left it. No, I didn't leave it there. This one is this. So let's take that. Let's put it in here. Now at the top. So one thing I find weird is this spot here I'm putting genetic labware. But I've never used one. Like, they've never been used. Okay, so the only thing you gotta check right now is if we check the industries, here you can see, not the industries, the imperial. If we put it in here, it's beatific. Oh, beatific. Yeah, that thing. The thing that happens with this one is it heals the player when it's close. The only thing is if I place it in this machine with the effect remove, I'm gonna lose this one. So what I'm doing is I'm letting it stay as it is, and eventually I'll get more children's, and I'll try to get the effect, which I can then add onto the bee if I change it. Also, this one was from a pristine bee, so it's good because we need that bee. So it's like perfect to have this one. This one is pristine also, this one is pristine, this one is ignoble, and this one is ignoble. So these two can die, but everything else won't. I also have... Let's try to go into the nether. I've got one in the nether currently working. I hope it's not going to try to kill me because the sinister bees are actually bees that attack you. So I hope it's not going to try to kill me. Right here, Sinister Bee, Ignoble, and I've got 4 drones. The Sinister Bee can go into Fiendish, Demonic, Tricky, Frugal, Quartz, which of course Quartz is pretty cool because it gives you Crystal Comb, which can then be turned into Crystal Propolis, which can be Crystal Grain, which can be transformed into pretty much anything, except, you know, well, it can be turned to emerald, which is pretty much the reason you want it, because you're already getting other things. This one can give you refractory wax and phosphor can give you lava, which is pretty cool also. And this, well, it's pretty much just used to make fireproof wood. So, pretty cool. Eventually I'm probably going to change these into fiendish, which is going to be able to do ash. Because, you know, we need ash to do other things like mana powder and these kind of stuff. There's also other things you can do with it, if I look at the right thing. Let's look at the demonic. The demonic will give you glowstone, which we don't need, so we're probably not going to go for that one. But it could give us a bead that does cobalt. So this one could be a good idea, just to repair tools and things. And it can also go to withering, which can give withers stuff. So these can be pretty good. Vindictive, mass, irradiated, which doesn't have anything to do. Would have to test in like another world or something, just to see if the irradiated will actually give something when you put it in a machine. At the moment, I don't think it does. So yeah, I'm gonna continue pretty much working on getting up to the ones that I need. Drones. Oops, drone. We need to actually get the industries, because we need to have the pollen cluster, which the only bee that does it, it's this one. So yeah, right, I'm gonna continue working on this. Alright guys, so I've been working pretty hard, and well, currently we've got the industries on this side, but this one is an ignoble, so I'm trying to get more drones going. And over here we've got the Imperial, which we have a pristine, so it's pretty cool. And one thing you can do that I found pretty easily, when you have, well, pretty easy, not pretty easily, when you have like a jetpack or something that you can fly and look around in the world, go in the desert and find modest hives like these, and you can find easily princesses that are pristine. So after that you just need to place them with a ton, and I mean a ton of drones, and they eventually they are going to change. But at the moment, what is cool is that we finally got some royal jelly and pollen cluster. I don't have a lot, but I do have some. Pollen cluster, I think I placed it in here. I've got the royal jelly. And if we look at the recipe, we're going to be able to make some scented paneling, which are used in making alvearies. And the alvearies are going to be used to make industrial apiaries. These are going to be really helpful because you can put upgrades in them. So you can have like... well, we can't do it yet because we need to go terrestrial, which is going to be the next step. Well, by the next step, I mean we're going to go into magic next, then come back to tech, then go back to magic, then come back to tech. You know, that kind of thing. But what I'm going to do is when I've got over here, I've got the Imperial here that I can put onto a genetic template. And I'm going to be able to do it. This thing, it says on the wiki that it's 1 per 5 minutes. I got 2 in about, let's say 8 hours. So it's not really true. So I'm going to let them work. I'm probably going to put like more of them. You know, since I don't really need diligent anymore, I'm going to remove them, put them in the chest. And I'm probably going to put 3 Imperial here, 2 that are going to be ignoble. And on this side, I'm going to put 3 industries. So let's check. These are going to be useful because we're going to be able to go get like stuff like iron, copper, tin, aluminum, osmium, all those goodies that you can have. Now let's just see. So currently I've got 3 drones and now I've got 7. So it's getting pretty much determined. I can take this and put them in my machine. This is pretty much what I've been doing. Oh, and I need more of these. Do I have more? I've got more here. Let's do this. Oh, it was industries that was in there already. Okay, let's put this in there. And we're gonna put that there. Okay, and we're good with these. I tried to empty those and I just put them in my powered furnace here that I took back from the base. And put them in here and they turn back into things that you don't need. That you need. You go back from things that you don't to things that you need. I'm also trying to remove everything that I don't need from here. So, humidity tolerance, never sleep falls. So nothing important at the moment. Yeah, so I pretty much need to do this until I get species, which I'm then going to be able to make bees. I did get the steadfast and I was pretty lucky that I got, I don't know, I think I removed it. Yeah, it was here. And the steadfast can only be found, if we look here, page before, no. Where are my steadfasts? Oh, there we go. Steadfast drone. They can only be found in the end cities. So, yeah, pretty hard to get, but like I just needed like 3 or 4 and I changed the B. So, it was pretty easy to get. So, yeah. Over here, I don't really have much. I'm trying to find exactly, look, steadfast. I'm trying to change it into a redstone bee. But these are going to be easier when we have all the machines or even the advanced apiaries, the powered ones. So yeah, pretty much the next step is going to do all of these, but for the moment we are not there. We're pretty much here trying to get these going, to get the royal jelly and stuff like that. So let's see, did we get it? Nope. We still have 1 in there. Sleeps through, so that's a good one, and when they are good, I place them in here. In here I've got pretty much all the good ones. The one that you would want on your bees. Fertility 4 is a pretty good one. Speed, you try to, when you have something that produces things like this, you try to have fast. There would be faster, fastest, and like lightning speed, I don't remember, but I don't think we get extra bees or something like that. So that means that it won't be useful for us because we can't go that high. But again, when you get into Gendustry, Gendustry here, you can apply stuff like, where is it? These, no, lifespan, that's not the thing. These are pretty good when you want to mutate them. They reduce the lifespan. The one we want is this one, production upgrade. So it's gonna of course it's gonna take more power, but you can put up to 8. So it's pretty efficient stuff to do. By the way, I did this to get like some bees, and it's super nice. Let me show you. I'm gonna try to find one. There's one right there. You even see. Look how quick it does. Boom, done. And ignoble. So we don't even care. I don't even care. When I find ignoble, I just throw it away. But yeah, so this thing's doing pretty well. I'm gonna need to make more of these, of course, eventually. Oh wait. No, I saw my own. Oh, there we go. We've got another one. So at the moment we can make 2. So you see, it's kind of in need of making more. It's not the best, but it's okay. But alright guys, that is actually going to be it for today. So I do hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, don't forget to leave a like. If you loved it, don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you next time. Bye bye.